Hello there, my fellow Padawans and acolytes of the Force. This is Matthew, aka Nucleus Cyborg, aka Jedi Master Cyborg, and I'm here today to tell you that I recently got back from my last trip to Walt Disney World, and we went to Hollywood Studios, of course. Then we went to Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, and I had my last, hopefully last. I'm pretty sure it's going to be it was my very last. Uh, Savi's workshop experience, and I built the last two lightsabers of Generation 2. Uh, I have Generation 1 and Generation 2 now, the four for each, eight total. And I'm hoping that's it because I don't want to build them anymore. The experience has dwindled, and the price has gotten too high. So I'm hoping that this is it, and I'm glad that I built these because I'm the type of person that is like, if you start a collection, you have to complete it, because it's not a collection until a collection is complete. And so, like I said, I got the last two in just a few days ago. It's on the 6th or 7th, I think, and so that's done with. I'm so glad that to actually say that now. I may have to reference it in the future, but I'm so glad that it is finally over, and I've got those last two lightsabers built. I have them over here. They arrived last night. I had to ship them home because I didn't bring enough luggage. I couldn't carry them on the plane with me, so I had to ship them home. And they, like I said, they just arrived last night. I got them back out to take another look, but they're in the carry bags right over there. And a video about those will come in the near future. I have done a video where I compared the power and control lightsabers from Gen 1 and Gen 2. A video where I compared the protection and defense lightsabers from Gen 1 and Gen 2. I did a video each for the Nature Elemental and the Peace and Justice lightsaber from Gen 1. At that time, I did not have the Gen 2 Peace and Justice and Nature Elemental, so I didn't compare them because I didn't have anything to compare it with. So that video will be coming. I did one by themselves, featuring them by themselves, the Nature Elemental and Peace and Justice Generation 1, but I didn't compare them to the Generation 2. So that video will be coming. But today, I just wanted to share with you the pins that you get with each build, and like I said, I'm pretty sure that everybody knows what that you get a pin with it too. It's just, it is a significant price tag, but $250 a pop. But you have to, but you also, it'll help you think, it'll help if you think about what all you're getting. Okay, so $250 just for a lightsaber. If they just hand you one, then yeah, I would say that's a pretty significant waste. That could be considered a waste of money, but you're building it to your specifications, the way you like it. You are limited in your pieces and in your choices, but you get to choose. You're building it by that. You get the pen that goes with it, each build, and then you also get the experience, which lasts about 20 minutes. So, it helps. It helps me, anyway, to think that, consider what all you're paying for in that $250 price tag, and it helps. It helps. But right now, just for this video, I just want to feature the pins. I got the pins now to compare. So let's check these out, okay? Greetings, my fellow Padawans. Welcome back. It is now 5:43 p.m. On the afternoon. Is October 10th. I was trying to get this video together earlier today, and I got a call from my pet hospital. I had taken my puppy in to get an exam, and they said that he was ready, and so I had to step aside and go pick him up. And then, so now hours go by, and here we are. But I'm gonna try to get on because I didn't intend for this video to be that long, and like I said, just doing the pins today that you get with the lightsabers that you build, and we'll do the other two lightsabers later. So again, as I was trying to do earlier today, just break this down a little bit. So they're in order here for when I started and to when I finished. So my first lightsaber was the Peace and Justice, or I'm sorry, this is the Protection and Defense lightsaber. Excuse me. I when I was doing this back, I kind of like listened to what it was kind of like what did Yoda say? What did Master Yoda say? The Jedi uses the Force for knowledge and defense. So protection, defense. That's kind of like Master Yoda was kind of like speaking to me. Actually, no, I think these two are mixed up. So I think next I did the elemental nature. Okay, so elemental nature was my second build, and then the power and control. Should have done these in reverse because if I recall when we went to Hollywood Studios and Star Wars one day, the rest of the party was we were supposed to go to a different one. Excuse me. All of us were supposed to go to a different park on the next day, but I went back because I had such a great time. Like I said, since then the experience has really come down, but I had so much fun right here that I wanted to do another one on that trip. So I did this one, and then the very next day, everybody else went to a different park, and I went back to Hollywood Studios to just to do this, to send it back to the hotel. They did back the hotel back then, and then I went around Hollywood Studios doing various things that I wanted to do. Actually, I think that's the way to go. That's the way to go. That's what I'm doing next year too. Is I'm gonna try to go out on my own, go off on my own. I have so much fun when I'm just alone by myself. And then again, I did the Peace and Justice last. That was the last saber I did. And so, but these next sabers that came out, the Generation 2 sabers, they raised the prices, as you might recall. It was $200 a pop for these first four. Then they raised it to $250 a pop for these four. So I went at it originally thinking that if I could only build one, which would it be? This was the coolest one. I thought the power and control was the coolest to look at. And then we went back. I was able to do another one, and the next coolest one was the knowledge or protection defense lightsaber. And then here I did these last two that I did just recently in my last trip that I just got back from about 2 or 3 days ago. The nature elemental. This one here, there's no texture to these. They're smooth, but this one kind of conveys these two. The new one kind of conveys the texture of the lightsaber and how it looks. So but of course these don't feel. This doesn't feel rough at all. They're all smooth. They're metal pins, and so they're gonna feel very smooth. But this design kind of conveys the how the lightsaber looks or would feel. Again, the pieces are metal, but the designs are meant to look like leather, wood, and bone. So again, it's meant to convey texture, even though it's just metal. And then of course this is metal as well. These pins, and but that's just a cool feature how the design makes it look like it has a texture to it. And then the last one, of course, that I did again. At least these two were the same. The orders of the other ones were kind of messed up, but this one. And I kind of like this one because some of the designs are pretty the same, but this one, they added the gold band around the outside. I think that's a pretty cool. I think it looks pretty cool how they did that, and it adds a bit of flair to it. Now let's see, get these see kind of the same. So the peace and justice. Let me take the head off. So the peace and justice. Oh, I'm sorry. These are not the peace and justice. These are the protection and defense. No, these kind of look the same. Again, they kind of look the same, but the the new one, has just looks like it has more detail or something. Now this is the old power and control, and like I said, they pretty much look the same. Just the new one, they just added a black on the other half right here, and a little bit of red on the other side, on this side right here. So it same thing, just added a little bit more design to it. And then this is the old nature elemental. It looks more coppery and shiny. And what I was trying to convey with this new one, it looks a bit more grainy. I mean, it's still shiny. Like I said, there's the metal, but and just like the pieces for the sabers are metal, but it kind of the color and kind of conveys a texture to it. So a wooden texture to it. That's pretty cool. I think that's pretty cool. And of course, here's the old one. I actually had to buy this one again. I had all of these, minus the two I hadn't gotten yet, on my backpack that I took to the parks. But this one fell off. Actually, two of them fell off. I think it was this one, this protection and defense. I think that fell off, but I heard it, so I was able to get it. This one, I guess I didn't hear when it fell off, so I lost this one. So I had to rebuy this. You can rebuy pieces and stuff on eBay, and so somebody sold me their pin. And so I got all these pins. These are so cool. I would like to put these on the new backpack that I bought, because it's got a kind of a saber or Jedi or Force, at least the Force kind of vibe to it. But again, I don't want to lose these because they go with the sabers. They're meant to be single for each saber, specialty saber. I can't think of the other term I'm trying to think of, but so I got all those. The nature elemental comparison and the peace and justice comparison of lightsabers will be coming soon. I might try to do that new backpack that I bought. I don't know if I said this in the last video I just posted earlier today. That was more about the luggage that I took on this trip, and some clips that I took in real time while I was at the parks. What was I saying? I lost my train of thought. I hate when that happens. I don't know what I was talking about. It sucks, don't it? Oh well. Anyway, I don't want to make this video too long. So I'm gonna go ahead and stop right now. So like I said, those are the pins for the lightsabers. The other more lightsabers will be coming, and I remember what I was going to say. The backpack that I bought. I wanted to build a slightly bigger backpack. The one that I had was that small kind of drawstring backpack, so you can and after a while, even if you don't put much into it, after a while of walking, those drawstrings can start eating into your shoulders, and So I bought a backpack that has really nice straps, and again, looks more like a Jedi, the Force, or Star Warsy kind of like, and so I might feature that one. I'd like to put these pins on the outside of it, but like I said, I don't want to lose them again. So. Anyway, thank you for watching, and like I said, I want to keep this video short. So, like, comment, subscribe down below. I very much appreciate it. Thank you much. May the Force be with you. Have a good day, or good evening, I should say now.